Hey you guys, welcome back to day 2. Let me, hello, knock off song lyric. So today we're gonna do an animal. Now I love all kinds of animals. I mean, I've had favorites throughout the years. They change constantly. From birds to horses, cats, dogs, fluffy animals, slick animals, dolphins. I think I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna go with an animal. So I'm gonna go with a bird and pay a little homage to my city that I'm living in right now, Baltimore. So I'm gonna do a raven. And I'm not like the greatest when it comes to drawing birds or animals in general, but we're gonna try. It's gonna be fun. It's an experiment, okay? And I thought I would use the jelly plate. So let's open this up. Now, my jelly plate was so dirty, I literally had to scratch off paint with my fingernails and baby wipes, and I was just attacking it for, it probably took a good hour to get off all the gunk. So now we're left with this. You can see I've been playing with the palette Pastels, which I will be playing with again today, getting them now. And if you don't know what those are, they're a Jane Davenport product, obviously, because that's what I use. Probably not the sparkly ones. Probably not. It's a little sponge to apply. Grab a couple of the batten blenders to help with some details. Let's put all this yummy color aside. You stay. I'm gonna use these. And I think I wanna do pinks and purples for the bird. I'm trying a different lighting thing in here because that last video was very like warm, cool. It was very hard to like make things work. So I'm literally just using the ring light today. Hope that doesn't like mess things up for you. And if it does, I'm terribly sorry, darling. So some of these PinPoint paint pens by Jane Davenport are metallic. They'll have a gold paint on them, but I don't want to use metallics on this. So I'm putting that one away. Use the berry color, why not? I think there's a softer pink in there somewhere, but again, I'm working in the dark. So you can see also that like the binder has settled on the bottom and the liquid's on the top, and she put little balls inside so you can shake them all up. I'll get these shooketh, and then I'm gonna find a reference because this boy does not know how to draw a raven. And I'm gonna draw it out here loosely with these, smear on some of the palette Pastels, and then put on some Liquitex basic acrylic gesso. If this information is important to you, there's that. I'll roll that on and we'll transfer and we'll see how it goes. All right, so I found this reference. Let's hope it is a raven. Probably is. Google wouldn't lie, right? I have no idea how much of him I'm gonna draw. I kind of want like a big head and then just have it, you know, the body going off the page. No idea. We'll figure it out. Bear with. I'm gonna start with the lightest pink. I don't know if it really makes a difference, to be honest. Whatever. I'm just gonna do it. Kind of wish he was reversed. Ooh, let's see if I can reverse it. I don't think I can on the older phones. Ugh, it's all very upsetting, am I right? Okay, well, never mind. Let's draw this bird. I feel like I need to really get in there. It's hard to do this with the big light in my face, but I will try my best. Ooh, you know what? I forget that with the jelly plate, whatever lines you use first are gonna be on top when you flip it. So I really don't know if I want a pink line work. So I'm just trying to make this work for us. I'm just gonna mix it in. I mean, that pink is still quite wet. Hopefully that added enough to it where I'll be able to see it later. And I can't like really sketch out and block in shapes. Of course you can draw on the paper and then trace it onto here. Who's got the time? So we're just gonna hope for the best, because that's what we do here. Also, when I'm done, I will be using paint pens again, like over the top. Like once I flipped it and peeled off the thingy. Well, didn't make it as big as I would have wanted to, but oh, that sticky thing comes in right here. Is that his foot? Oh, those are his feetsies. Those are the sexiest feet I've ever drawn, thank you. Big old gnarly thing, you got some claws. You're a spooky looking dude. I would not want to pick you up. Kind of reminds me of Secret of Nim, like the birds in that. Why? I don't know. He's all sparkly, although I think he was a crow. I don't really know the anatomy of birds. Why would I even pretend to study? But I feel like that's his belly right there. And it kind of comes this way. He looks like a penguin. Whatever. This is my bird. I'm now doing a made up bird. We love it. Now I'm just gonna add some other colors. Some random line work. I feel like I need a paper to dab, because this is, like, jelly plates are pretty soft and jelly-like. So the paint pens don't necessarily want to lay down too easily. Ooh, let's color in that twiggly. Ooh, first though. Oh, you are a juicy one, aren't you? When I shook them up, I didn't actually check to see. You know, when you shake it, some of the paint comes out and like gets on the tip. That's fine. Just make it work for us. Paint your nails nice and pink. Oh, you pretty. Just trying to make it a little more interesting than just plain old line work. Maybe I'll have purpley, twiggly leg thingies. Bring in a dark purple. I'm not really sure where the feathers are. Like they're all over the place obviously, but like I might try and create the feathers with the palette pastels. We'll see how that goes. But mostly I'm just trying to make them interesting. It's all very dark down here. And just because I'm me, I'm gonna add a little yellow. Just as like little pops of color. This is a very special raven. And I can do a lot for, here he's on this twiggly thing. Twiggly. Some pops of color here. Trying to take advantage of the rainy-ish weather because the cicadas are nice and quiet right now. If it warms back up, be prepared for some screeching. From me, obviously. All right, gonna put these away. Oh no, actually I'll keep them out because I can use those same colors on top once I've flipped this. I'm gonna dry it a little bit. I would prefer to use a hairdryer on a cool setting because this is, you know, soft and gooey, but we'll see. We'll just keep it at a distance. All right, I did a couple finger dab tests. You can see this pink up here was still, where it first glopped out, it was still a little wet, but that's fine. I just wiped it off, it's fine. Bird reference, setting you aside, don't really know if I'm gonna look at it anymore. Yeah, whatever, we're done with that. But I wanna do purples, pinks, gorgeous colors. I could just use that purple. Let's see, what do we have here? These are really pretty. I think I'm just, no, ooh, okay. The cool thing about these is they stack, so they don't take up too much space anyway. It's nice not having like your whole table filled with palette pastels. Or like, these are palette pastels with the pan pastels because they just take up so much space. Thank you, Jane, for creating something that doesn't take over the work surface, am I right? Let's start with some dark, well, not dark, I want to keep it pretty vibrant, but with purple or pink. I'm drawn to the pink and just kind of start dabbing it on. Purple down here. And I'm doing lots of different colors. Bring some pinky into here, some brighter pink. Bring this really nice dark color down here. Honestly, you just blend and create all these different beautiful colors. No right or wrong way of doing this. I'm gonna add a little yellow just because I have it, you know, with the paint. Some yellow down there. And then I'll bring in some of the darkest purpley colors. And obviously I'm not like shading this like properly. Why would I? And normally you'd have to spray these to set them, like if you're just using them on paper, you know, if you're just doing like that, because it smears off. It's kind of like a powdered makeup. But since we're gonna use the gesso and put it on, it'll like soak into the gesso and then it sticks to the paper. It is amazing. And I'm pretty sure Jane like came up with that. So props and points to her. I love that woman. I swear, she comes up with some of the coolest art supplies and she shows you all these different ways of using it. Obsessed. I'm going to do some blues in the background. Just all different blue shades happening. It's okay if the other colors, like the pinks and purples and stuff, mix in. We don't care. These are blues. And no, these are most of the blues. Putting some darky blues down here. Pale blue. I think there's a white. There is a white. Add a little white to that. Maybe get a little cloud action. Pretty. Maybe a touch of pink, touch of yellow. Like I said, there's really no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm just picking colors that I think are pretty. I'm trying to get a little bit of a different look instead of just dabbing it. Give it a little more dimension. Let's see if I can add a little more white. Bit of yellow around his body. All right, let's see roughly what he's gonna look like. A hot mess, glorious. Okay, so I'm gonna move these out of the way. Didn't even have to use these because I didn't do any detail work. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna slide my journal over so this can be on a nice, hard, flat surface. Kind of want you guys to see what I'm doing. All right, that's enough to where you can actually see what's going on. So I'm gonna shake up my gesso. Do I need to shake it? I have no idea. And then I have this little brayer, and I'm gonna need, this is just some scrap so I can wipe off or roll off I guess it is excess gesso. So we're gonna plop some on. That's probably enough, and then some. Take the brayer, and don't roll like this. You wanna like roll and lift, roll and lift. All right, so now that we have somewhat of an even coat, trying to get some more of that excess off. Excess, I can speak. So now I'm gonna pick this up, sliding my journal back into view. Let's see, will you be able to see that? Okay, so I'm gonna flip it around. I'm gonna plop him close to the edge of my book so I can actually close it. We're gonna put him like that. And no, my brayer is totally dirty. Just wiping off some of that excess gunk, the gesso, because I like to roll it over here now to really get a nice even press. Set this aside. Now I'm gonna put some weight on this. Actually, I can close this because Jane makes her jelly plates nice and thin. And I'm going to put some weight on top to help it adhere to the paper, so like it kind of sucks into the paper. You know what? Ooh. Instead of stacking a bunch of different things, I'll just put my new sketchbooks and colored pencils on top. Now, when I come back, the lighting's probably gonna change, so I do apologize for that. But I gotta let this sit for maybe 20 minutes, make sure it's all nice and adhered, and I'll see you guys then. Bye. All right, I am back. It has been like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. Had myself a little salad. It stopped raining and you can hear the cicadas. They're back. Oh, will they ever go away? Has it been long enough? Probably, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna do the whole peel and reveal. It's either gonna be very exciting or I'm gonna cry a little bit. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna start down here. So far, it looks great. Look at that. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Just keep it going. Gorgeous. Peel it off. And we'll put this aside. And I think I'm just gonna stick with the pens. Ooh, see how it doesn't come off? Oh, it's so great. And we will sketch over this. The sky looks really cool. Good job, palette pastels. All right, I'm gonna grab the darkest purpley, I don't know what color this is. It's gorgeous, it's a berry color. And I'm just gonna start adding details. So this part might be a speed paint. Enjoy. All right, you guys, and there we have it. It is a very colorful raven. Really, I just love birds. I love colorful birds. I love blackbirds. I love all birds, even the creepy looking ones. So yeah, that is today's prompt, my favorite animal, which, let's be real, I love them all. So yeah, it was fun. It's scribbly. It's got a lot of energy to it, which I really like. So I will see you guys tomorrow with, ooh, we can check off animal. Tomorrow we're gonna do fashion. Ooh, now that's just any kind of fashion that you like. And I think I'm gonna pay homage to my high school fashion. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.